Sup? Yeah, got a Twosun. It's kind of rare that I get Twosuns anymore. So, because, man, for a long time, I had a lot of Twosuns because I was going through a lot of my collection. But now it's kind of limited to new stuff or stuff that Timber's Edge Knives picks up. So, let's see which one this one is. Okay, I recognize it. It's a new model. Let's get in it. What are we gonna use here? Here we go. Old standby Echo. Love my Echo, man. Got a couple of them. I did finally splurge. I think I got a video on it. I did finally splurge and get the S90V Uptown version. But of course, it's not sitting out here on the bench. Man, I saw this comment somewhere the other day. Somebody was dealing with some disreputable person on a knife deal somewhere that handles that kind of thing. And somebody popped in and said, man, it's $100 knife. If you're collecting $100 knives, you got more problems than dealing with this issue. And I thought to myself, well, I guess I'm in that category. I'm a no good, low down somebody that shouldn't be collecting knives either. Because, I mean, if you looked at all the knives that I collect, most of them going to fall in that $100 range. You know, I mean, it just kind of went on, man. It's like if you're putting $100 knives in a safe as a collection, there's something wrong with you. And it's like, well, golly, bro. Not everybody's buying $1,000 knives. Look at this thing. Come on, man. So it's a liner lock, but I mean, we'll call it a liner lock, but basically it's a frame lock with a carbon fiber scale over the top of it. Looks like full titanium backspacer, titanium liners, titanium pocket clip. And then it's got this wonderful gold filled carbon fiber, straight up carbon fiber, super light knife. It's got this nice subtle green on the collar, the pivot. I mean, wow. So it looks like it's kind of limited on its deployability. It's a front reverse flick and a front thumb flick. The action's it's super smooth, but it's not super drop shutty type stuff. What we got here? Let's call it out. It's a Moswan Mokhtar design, TS587 and M390 steel. I mean, I can already tell you. Ready? Back, and it's out of here. Home run. Wow, is this nice? Oh my goodness. Moswan, you killed it, my man. Pocket clips recessed into that carbon fiber. Only one screw. Looks like it's got 3 flat sides and then kind of a rounded side. It's not my favorite, but as long as that screw stays tight in there, this should be okay. I don't feel any motion in there. Wow. Lanyard hole. I mean, yeah, buddy. Now, some are not going to be happy because it doesn't have back flipper. Yep. And so for a lot of people, this is really a one-trick deal. with that thumb flick right there, because a lot of people can't get here. Can't do that reverse flick, spidey flick, whatever you want to call it. But, oh, it's so intuitive, man. Like, if you was ever going to try this one. It's just grip the knife as you normally would. There's no, the lock is covered by the scales. Basically, I mean, it's a liner lock. I said basically it's a frame lock, but it's a liner lock. And put the finger in that cutout, okay? And then all your other fingers can just stay right where they normally would, and then just throw that finger out, just like so. Like you was flipping a bird, I guess. Yeah, wow. I mean, come on. Whew, look at the lines on this thing. Yeah, it's a dinger. I dig it, man. Let's take it apart. Yeah. Isn't that funny? I call it a home run and then I go, let me take it apart. I'm not happy with it. I'm going to mash it around, mess with it. Let me look at that lockup. I mean, the thing runs perfectly, but the outside of the liner lock is on just almost to the outside on the other side of the frame there. So there's my reference point. Got a T8 and a pivot, a T8 and that screw, a T8 and the pocket clip screw. And why am I saying that? Well, I'm going to show you. Because for some odd reason, they decided to put a T6 up here. It's like, brah. Which I think all it is pinning that big, huge backspacer. Lesson learned there, right? Good job, Twosun, Moswan. If you designed that in there, because so many Twosuns have had contact with the blade through the back, I mean, just extend the backspacer, right? Yeah, wonderful. Good idea. Yeah, lots of oil in here. It's another reason I take my Twosuns apart. It's one of the reasons that I started to disassemble Twosuns. And really became a habit with my knife collection. You know, if I take in a knife, I take it apart. It's kind of where I started to develop my philosophy, you know. Like, I would never put a gun in my pocket, a pistol, a firearm, call it what you want, a handgun. I would never put one in my pocket that I didn't disassemble and clean and tune and, you know, of course I would take it out back and fire it and cycle it, make sure everything was functional on it. And so of course I started really hard collecting these Twosuns several years ago, and I started going, yeah, these are all oily, so I started taking them apart. And then I thought, well, man, it only makes sense I should take all knives apart. And so, to be honest, I mean, at that time, I still do it. But, you know, when I dig out my knife collection, I'd pull out a case or, you know, a wrap case or a hard case. Or I got a piece of tape on my hand. But I would take out my knives and handle them and look at them. And part of the process became at that point, once I developed that mindset, was I started disassembling all my knives. And I said, I'm going to go through every knife I own. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep going here because there's so much oil under the scale that I got to get in here. I'm going to have to disassemble everything. There we go. So I can get this scale off. And the reason that I had to do that is, all that oil. Look at it all. Yeah, man. I don't want to be squeezing this knife and then, pardon me, I got something in my eye. An earache, my eye. I don't know how that popped into my head, but some of you old school OG people might remember that. Mr. Stadenko. Wow, there's some old memories, man. No, it wasn't Mr. Stadenko. It was Sergeant Stadenko. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of where it was all born with these Twosuns. It really just kind of helped me develop that that mindset that, you know, I want to get in all my knives. I'm going to disassemble them. Cheap ones, expensive ones, I don't care. Let's see what's going on in there. Tune it up if I can. So let's talk about tuning a knife up. So the action on this thing, the thumb flick and the reverse flick, were wonderful on this knife, by the way. But let me show you this lock. So see where that lock's positioned right there? Let me show you where it is when it's open and it's locked up. Right now it's there. When it's open and locked up, it's way over there. See that? So there's all of that. I could take that out of there. I think I'm tempted not to, though, because the knife ran so well. I mean, it had a good detent on it. It was a little sluggish on the closing it. Like I had to coax it. It didn't just fall shut. But I fear that the trade-off to get that to fall shut is that the detent's going to get off. And at some point, you got to kind of trust the people that are tuning these. And my guess is the reason that's tuned way out there is because that's where it created the best balance between the detent and the, you know, the action, the smoothness of the action. So, man, I mean, do I lighten it or do I leave it be? Y'all, if you're watching, go ahead and put a comment now on what you think I'm going to do. Am I going to lighten it or am I going to leave it? Or not? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. It would be easy to lighten it a little bit, and then it would be easy to put it back. Wouldn't be hard to add it back. I wouldn't have to deal with, it doesn't have over travel stop either. The over travel is handled by the scale, the carbon fiber. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be simple to adjust it a little bit, but man, it run really good right out of the oily bag. Dude was legit. You could also comment in there the other thing that's rolling through my head. Am I going to keep this one? Because, you know, I only have certain Twosuns. I think I'm getting ready to do a video on the Twosuns that I've kept. Because, you know, I have been asked probably 500 times, hey man, what's your all-time favorite Twosuns? And it's just, I've kind of had this pat answer. Well, I'm doing these 2 rows of Twosun collections, and once I get them all in order, you know, then I'll pick my favorites. Well, I got them all in order. Well, then I listed them all for sale over at Timber's Edge Knives, which, you know, my whole collection, minus the ones I'm keeping, are over there. So I don't just willy-nilly keep Twosuns anymore. Whereas, you know, I used to. If I got a Twosun, I kept it, period. They just went in that collection of hundreds and hundreds of Twosuns. Well, now I maybe have 30, something like that. And so, anyways, I'm thinking about getting a video up of the ones I kept, my favorite Twosuns, because I kept my favorites. I'm missing my little barrel. Am I looking right at it? I don't see it. Yeah, it's got a little barrel nut right there. Must have come off. Let me go find it. Okay, well, there it is. Good grief, man. I know. I could get a tool tray or a parts tray. I've got several. Got some that y'all sent me. I guess I'm just ignorant. Ignorant. All right. Let's get this thing back together. I'm going to go ahead and put this little screw in real quick. Little T6. There's two of them. One from each side. I guess I should have done that to begin with, because now all my pieces and parts are falling apart. There it is. Okay. Back at you. All right, so the moment of truth. What am I going to do here? I am going to adjust it. Yeah. Just a little bit, not a lot. I didn't even take half of that. Yeah, just the tiniest little bit. I mean, if I can make it drop shut and the detent still works right, why not? Listen, that's not for everybody. I don't mind a light functioning knife. Doesn't bother me a bit. Still feels like it's got a good amount of pressure on it, so I don't think I ruined the knife. Come on, man, that full backspacer. Golly. It's like, don't take your foot off that gas. Yep. Keep making the knife completely safe like that. It's such a simple thing. Design that full backspacer so there's no blade contact. Come on, man. I mean, major kudos to them for getting that on this knife. And several lately. Like, it's pretty rare when I go, yeah, it's got blade contact. Matter of fact, the last one I had was, I think it was a Wee knife. Let me check that action before I put the pocket clip back on. Ugh. It's definitely lighter. Almost drop shut. Awful nice. Yeah, you're not throwing that out. It's a nice, thin, light blade. Wonderful. Let's check that lockup. Make sure I didn't ruin the knife that way. Yeah, no worries. It's got 20-25% lockup on it. Oh my goodness, is this nice. Whew, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and stiffen this up while I got it off of there. Just slight. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just got a slight curve on it now where it was flat and straight before. So I think it'll bite in the pants a little better. Which, I'm not saying it was bad to begin with, because I didn't even check it. I just decided since it's off the knife, I'm going to deal with it. That nice and snug. Yeah, it's got great tension there. All right. Well, let's bring this thing home. Let's talk about that action. Thumb flick, super snappy, reverse flick, spidey flick, whatever you want to call it. It runs so well. It doesn't, like, this is long. It doesn't matter where you land on it. If you're way up there, no worries. If you go down here because of the length of your fingers, no worries. Same on the reverse flick. All the way down at the bottom or all the way up at the top. Yeah, this thing, oh, so nice. So nice. Wow. It's not quite drop shut. Needs a little coaxing. Super hydraulic, very smooth. I mean, it's top shelf stuff. I'm going to give it a A to an A minus. Lean towards the A. It's awful nice, man. Now I did tune it, but it was rocking it before I did anything to it. Yeah, I dig it. Like, this is a like factor. You know, based on a like factor, I'm gonna give it an A, because I mean it's just coming together right. This reminds me of the Kubi Drake and how much I like that knife. Yeah, it does remind me of that. Gets a little fatter. Let's talk about the ergonomics. Gets a little fatter towards the back of the handle, so it gives the feeling that it's pushing me forward. Whereas if they get skinny, I don't know if it's real or imagined, but sometimes I feel like I'm squeezing and falling off the knife. Not on this. Yeah, it feels very locked in. Combat jimping. Yeah, legit. Look at this stuff, man. That is some squared up, super sharp, wonderful combat jimping. So the result, not so confident, confident, very confident. Even without a full finger guard, that's a confident grip, man. I am locked in. The nice little cutout, just my little finger goes just to the back of that. This lands in my palm. I mean, this thing, it's a perfect size for my hand. I dig it. Yep. The pocket clip, I mean, I can feel it in there, but it's right where it belongs, in this crease in my hand. It's not hot at all. I could squeeze this knife hard for a long time and not get fatigued with it. Am I gushing on the knife? Yeah, I am. If you don't want to hear me gush on it, I get it. But I like it. So I'm going to accentuate the positives, which is what I do anyways. I'm not necessarily digging for negatives. You know, there's other dudes that do that well. That's not me. I'm going to grab this knife. I'm going to tell you what's cool about it. Yep. And it's like, well, you didn't tell me this. Well, hey man, I'm not looking for everything that I can beat up on the knife. You know, every knife's got its pros and cons, I guess. But I really like this knife, man. Ooh, that's good in hand. Reverse grip, yeah, wonderful. Yep, can cap that with my thumb. Very strong, powerful grip right here. And then, yeah, I can get here. And I'm far enough away from that corner. And I can I still can cap the butt with my thumb. Very comfortable. The crook, the joint of my thumb goes right on that spot. And this is wonderful grip. And I'd much rather be here than here. Yeah. Yeah, major bonus ticks on this knife. For me, for just a pocket knife, can I throw it in my pocket? Can I get here? Can I intuitively get to this spot without cutting my palm? Am I locked in? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's check pocket clip. Yeah, oddly enough, this could be the deal breaker of the whole knife. It's like, oh, the pocket clip, shay. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, look here. A little more than 1/4 of an inch poking out there. A little gopher poking his head out of the hole. That screw does provide a grip on that smooth titanium. It's got great grip on the standard jean size material. I think it's going to run fine on the thick stuff. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, you can hear it clicking in and out of there. My spot in the back pocket, which I think this would be a front pocket knife for me. Yeah, wow. Yeah, very cool. We already checked the lock. Let's do the safety check, although we already know that there's no contact through the back because they put a full backspacer in it. Full, really nicely milled titanium backspacer. The tip is nicely recessed down below here, so you can't get the tip. So clip's good, tip's good. And obviously you can handle a knife any way you want, and you're not going to get the sharp part as long as it's closed. Speaking of closed, yeah, nice little click in, detent on the bottom. Wonderful. All right. M390. It's got top shelf steel, top shelf carbon fiber. Clearly that's they've inlaid some gold or copper in with the carbon fiber there. It is smooth. It's not textured carbon fiber. It has been polished smooth, but it's got a good feel. Yeah. You know what it feels like? If you want to kind of imagine, it feels like well sanded wood. Yeah, it feels wonderful. It's got a great feel to it. Nice fit and finish. It's not rounded. These edges are pronounced but comfortable. Yeah. I like the feel of the knife. M390. Yeah, come on, man. Razor blade front of factory. Golly, this thing. TS587 and M390. I'm going to give you a run of what I think this is going to be over at White Mountain, or not White Mountain. Yeah, not those guys. Although I can't tell you how many thousands of dollars I spent at White Mountain Knives. But all of my business today, almost all of it, not all of it. Let me correct that. I'm going to get in trouble here, but not all my business goes to Timber's Edge Knives. Because they're small, man. They're startup. They don't have everything. But the vast majority of it does go through Timber's Edge Knives. But what are they going to charge for this beauty? Ooh, is it nice? Okay. In stock, U.S., free shipping, no tax. Timber's Edge Knives. These are going to be around $155. So if you subscribe over there, you get a 10% discount, which puts this dude down around $140. Yep, $140 to your door. No tax, free shipping. And I think shipping right now, I mean, there's so many weather things and floods and different things going on around the country, but what I'm seeing in shipping is 3 to 6 days, something like that. I have seen some oddball shipping where it's supposed to be in that 3 to 6 days, and then it just disappears for 3 days. But as far as I know, everything's still making it to destination. Yeah. So, but, a week versus coming from China. Yep. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Pretty cool. TS587 M390. And yeah, 100% I'm going to keep one for myself. Yep, no doubt about it. This one's going to be in the Discerning Man Twosun collection. Yeah, pretty cool. And I am trying to keep ones that I'll carry. And honestly, I'm looking forward to putting this one in my pocket. Very cool. Appreciate y'all watching.